What's up everyone, Max here, Muscle World. I am here today to do another kit review, and I'm standing here in front of you as a former Royal Marine Commando to talk to you about a bit of military kit that I have purchased. Before I go any further, I would like to say a massive shout out to those of you that have purchased my training program, the Commando 90 training program, whether that's through the PDF, or whether that's through my website, or if it's through the book on Amazon. Huge thank you to you guys, and also great to hear the feedback you're having about all the results that you are getting as well. I love it when you message me to tell me how you are getting on. Without further ado, let me tell you about this piece of equipment here. This is the Para Air Support Bergen, and I'm going to talk to you about this as a former Royal Marine. So I'm going to be objective, and don't just expect me to say, it's Ali bro. I am going to tell you what I think about this and give you my honest opinion, my honest review based on my usage of it as a civilian, but also I will talk to you about how I believe it could operate as a soldier in the field. This one here is not NATO issue. I would like to put that out and say that to you. It is in fact the brand name Marauder. I like the name Marauder and I think that's pretty cool. I am a bit kind of 50-50 whether I like it on the strap by there, but, you know, to me it looks like it might be my name. It'd be a pretty cool name if it was. So, here we go. So it's a Para Air Support. Now, I know a few guys who use this in the Marines, and when I worked on some ops, some of the Special Forces guys were actually carrying a similar bit of equipment. I don't know if it was the exact one, but it carried a similar bit of equipment. And the reason why is because it is ginormous. You can fit so much kit in there, and the reason why I got it was specifically for that reason, because I can just fit a lot of weight in it, and also because it looks nice and sturdy and strong. I've got an infantry Bergen which is starting to fall apart after 1 year of use, and I did a challenge very recently whereby I was to walk to one yomp which was 100 kilometers, but I was carrying 100 kilograms, and that's why I bought this Bergen. And also moving forward, I will make use of it as well. So it was a bit of an investment for me and something I have been eyeing up for some time. Now I will put the link in the description if you are interested in purchasing this Bergen. So I've only actually done one yomp on this. So you're probably going to say, look Max, you can't really talk about it, but the amount of weight I had in it, I would just like to tell you my experience of it, because most backpacks, rucksacks, simply can't survive 100 kilograms in it. I'll tell you that now, because I have broken quite a few of these sort of things. So this will be my third Bergen that I've ever owned, and massive capacity. So it literally swallows up whatever you want to put in it. It's just like a gigantic black hole. I mean, it is simply massive. Like, I was putting my dumbbells in here and they just disappeared. It just swallowed them up. So 150 litre capacity, and you've also got some little pouches on the front. You know, these ones here will fit your standard water bottle in, and a mess tin. Well, not mess tin, the little silver cup thing that you put your mug in. And these ones here will put your, whatever you want to put in. Alright, so what I do like about it is it's nice and organised. So you're not rooting around trying to find things in your pouches, your side pouches. You literally put things that you want in each pack. So you can put your waterproofs in there or whatever, you can put your biggie bag in there, you can put your poncho in one of them, whatever you want to do, you've got a lot of good options with this. You've got at the top here, massive free floating lid. Now I didn't have a clue what they meant by that, because they said free floating lid. I thought, well, whatever, that sounds a bit fancy. But it is actually pretty cool. So you can see here, you've got a bit of Velcro on the back, and what that does is, loosen these off here, you can bring it down in such a way that it attaches there, so if you haven't got a full pack. But if you have got a full pack, like I had, you can literally just loosen off these straps here, and straight away you've got the ability to fit a lot more equipment in. So you imagine you've got a lot of bulky equipment, things like that will be able to fit in there nice and sturdily. On the back here you've got a good zip pouch, and that is a brilliant zip. I love that zip. Most of the Bergens I've had, the zips have been utter crap. Like you open five and you're doing all this to try and close them. But this one here is brilliant. I've not had any issues at all with it. It goes nice and easy, seems fairly sturdy, and that to me is a massive bonus. There's also one on the inside here, the top of the lid, the top flap, sorry. Open that, lots of room in there to put your knick-knacks and things in. Happy with that. Right, so you've got loads of different attachments and things like that. You can put your Velcro, whatever you want to put on there, blood group or whatever. So did it withstand my 100 kilogram yomp? And the answer is yes, it did. And it did so quite well actually. I'm quite impressed. I mean, admittedly, I did put a few additional straps on it just in case, because I didn't want it just completely buckling. But yeah, I mean, there's not much wear on it. I mean, on the bottom, you tend to get, when you're putting weights in your Bergens, you tend to get a lot of kind of, you can see the strain here, where the stitching starts to come out, and on the sides, which is because this is so massive, there's nothing on the sides. What I did notice, however, was we've got quite a bit of wear on the strap here. That's experienced quite a bit of wear. Like you see, it's not quite fraying, but it's getting worn, and that is after one yomp. But it's just, there's a massive amount of weight that is being carried. Straps here are pretty good. Seem nice and padded along there. A lot more so than the infantry Bergen. And I want to do this review as well because when I was looking to buy this Bergen, I like to do a lot of checks myself, online checks, reviews and things like that. But I wanted to compare it to the infantry Bergen because the infantry Bergen was something that I know. I just want to know how it compared in terms of carrying the equipment and also just holding the weight. So I will go over that later on. A little bit of damage here to the actual waist strap. So these were pretty decent. I mean, I think this is a bit overcomplicated. It was just a simple kind of buckle system would be better that you can tighten, but I found these were a bit of a pain in the ass to try and actually negotiate it and get it to the right kind of fit. But if you're a soldier, you're probably going to be wearing webbing, and this will sit, because this is a short back, will sit nice and tight on top of your webbing, so you probably won't even use that if you're a soldier. You'll probably just stow that away somewhere back there. But for me, because I'm not wearing webbing, I'm not a soldier anymore, I like to use the waist strap to kind of spread the load out around the hips, but also as well, if one of these snap as well, it gives me that extra kind of ability to stop me from pinging off my back. This also benefits with a chest strap, which did come off a few times for me. I was kind of pulling onto it and it just kind of go away, but luckily I was able to find it. What I did find, however, was that would then cause this bit here on the strap to bend inwards, which would dig into my shoulders, so I've actually got some nice scars as a result of that yomp. Nice and sturdy frame, so it's got a spine at the back. Always a nightmare to, actually I won't show you, it's always a nightmare to put back in. So you've got your spine at the back there, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spines to it, which keeps the strap nice and sturdy. This one is bent now after my heavy yomp, but it does benefit from an extra 2, I believe, from the infantry Bergen. I have to double check, I'm pretty sure it's 3 on the standard infantry Bergen. Look at the straps here, I can see there is quite a bit of wear, quite a bit of kind of tension on it. I can see there's beam tension on it, but it withstood the 100 kilometers carrying 100 kilograms, so I think that is testament to how sturdy this pack is, and will hopefully last someone quite some time using kind of more normal weights. You don't tend to go above sort of 30 kilograms as a soldier, so in a Bergen, so really this should be able to survive most kind of yomps and most kind of normal military kind of things. And that tends to include the webbing as well. So it depends how much ammo and stuff you're putting in there. But I mean, this is specifically, if you might be a medic, you might want to put some extra kit in there. And which is why it's pretty good, because even though it's 150 litres, it can be expanded to 180 litres. And that'd be by putting some of these pouches, there's room for them to fit on the sides, just like your standard infantry Bergen. So you can put 2 on the sides, but you can also put 1 on the top here, on the top flap. You've got some zips that you can secure to there. Now, we're going to want to put some light things in here as well, because it will move around quite a bit, and it's only secured by the zips because it hasn't actually got the clips to put these in, so I wouldn't want to put anything too heavy in that. Maybe a first aid kit, something like that might go on the top. Poncho, waterproofs, warm kit, like a fleece or something, depending on what you want to do. You as a soldier, you're gonna enjoy being able to put a massive amount of kit in there, being able to organise it as well. So you might be the GBMG gunner, for example. You might want to put extra kit in there, extra rounds. It's a support Bergen, so that's the whole point of it, is you're going to be providing support from whether it's medical support, whether it's additional rounds, whether it's probably put a jerry can in there if you want to put extra water in it, and it will more than likely be able to withstand any weight you want to put in it. I can't see you going over 100 kilograms. Now, what this also benefits from as well is on the back, you've got this kind of mesh type padding, which you don't get in your standard infantry Bergen. So I was pretty pleased with that because that allows extra padding, but it also, when you get hot and you're getting sweaty, it does allow for a bit of airflow. I do also like this nice sturdy hand grip here. Nice and solid, doesn't feel like it's going to come out. Whereas with the infantry Bergen, I ripped that off within about 2 minutes. Quite a lot of adjustments you can make with the straps. You can pull them nice and tight or whatever to suit your needs. So how does it react to you actually carrying it? I'll compare this to the infantry Bergen. I was a bit disappointed with this actually. This is where I felt it let itself down. Purely because the design of it, it just seems, for some reason, when you load it up with a lot of weight, and I think it's just because it's so deep and so wide, and possibly the fact that it is a short back Bergen. So the long backs, which I tend to prefer, or when I say tend to prefer, a long back is what I'm used to, they go down a little bit longer. But that also meant the weight is a little bit lower as well. So with this, the weight was nice and high on my back, so I did find that a plus. But for some reason, I found that this pack, so if you imagine my back is by there, this pack would tend to kind of fall back like that. So the weight, and bear in mind, I had a stack of dumbbells in there, but I never found this happen on the infantry Bergen when I've done it with a stack of dumbbells. This would kind of fall back like that. So whereas my shoulders were there, this pack was trying to almost pull me backwards. So be aware that if you have got a lot of kit, I do put that down at the sheer size of it. But, you know, I suppose it's a trade-off you're going to have to make if you want to put that amount of kit on it and you want to put that, you want to put 100 kilograms on your back, you're going to have to appreciate that it's way more than what I did, so it's going to be kind of going back, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so lots of straps. I mean, you might want to put some of these tapes on because they might get in your way, but for me, I don't really care. I mean, I'm not firing guns or anything else, I don't really have to care about it. But also as well as these straps here, I do need to make use of it to ensure that I had a nice secure fit. Yeah. So I do recommend this pack. It is not cheap. You can get it issued, absolutely amazing. But like I said, this is the Marauder version. If you are interested, I will put the link in the description for you to purchase on Amazon if you like. And I'll just put it next to an infantry Bergen just so you can see the size of it. Oh, I just put loads of stuff in that one. Oh my god. Jesus. Too much weight in that. So that is your standard infantry Bergen there, and that's not actually an issue one, but they're pretty much the same. Admittedly, bear in mind that's got stuff in, so it's going to fill up a bit, so that looks smaller. The last time I put it next to each other, they look bigger. So that's the size difference. You see, it's a lot wider. You can fit a lot more weight in this. Like I said, that's got stuff in it, so that's propped up. But yeah, anyway guys, hope you found this information helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've tried that Bergen, which one do you prefer. I will probably stick with this one for kind of my mini kind of yomps and things like that, but I will probably transition to that one at some point because this one hasn't got a great deal of life in it. I personally don't think that would have survived the 100 kilometers with 100 kilograms on my back. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Let me know in the comments what you see next. All the best, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.